All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. I just want to do a lesson going into this news article or this news clip, okay, that I just came across. And pretty much they're saying, hey, these draconian laws are about to set in. Okay, we're about to start, seeing and feeling the effects of them shutting everything down. Okay, and they're saying that now you will have to have proof of a vaccine. Okay, so hey man, we're entering into those times. So furthermore, I want to play this lesson, get some few scriptures, and then close it out.
Now to the latest on the COVID vaccines. A major airline CEO saying eventually all international passengers will be required to show proof of vaccination. This is raising new questions on how far vaccine rules will go. Our James Longman is in London with all the details this morning. Good morning, James.
Good morning, Michael. Yeah, COVID-19 has already taken so much from us, not least the chance to go on vacation. But just how will large numbers of people feel safe getting back on a plane again? Well, one airline is saying you may have to have the vaccine before they let you fly.
Overnight, one of the world's top airlines, Qantas, has announced all international passengers may soon be mandated to start getting the COVID-19 vaccination in order to fly.
What we're looking at is how you can have a vaccination a passport, an electronic version of it that certifies what the vaccine is it acceptable to the country you're travelling to.
The CEO of Qantas saying he expects other airlines to now follow suit.
Talking to my colleagues in other airlines around the globe, and I think it's going to be a common theme across the board.
And we could soon see similar requirements in other parts of our lives.
Airlines, businesses, and schools are going to be concerned about legal liability if anybody contracts COVID-19 on a plane or in a school or at a place of employment.
I just want to stop it right there real quick. All right, but you see where everything is leading, man. Okay. They're making this thing mandatory, all right? And if you refuse to take the vaccine, then what? Your life is going to be a living hell, okay? You won't be able to function in society, all right, if you don't have proof that you have taken the vaccine, okay? So this is just a precursor to the mark of the beast, all right, which is them implementing the RFID microchip, okay? They're going to make that mandatory also. Okay. Scriptures say you won't be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. All right. So this vaccine is a big precursor to the mark of the beast, man. Okay. And this vaccine has everything to kill you. Okay. Everything, to dumb you down and get you ready for the mark of the beast. Okay. The scriptures speak about, us as being Israelites, that, you're not supposed to get, any cuttings in the flesh. OK, not only that, the ingredients that are in these vaccines, is all unclean. OK, abominable things that are in this vaccine. OK, so, the Lord, speaking to the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Seminole Indians, hey man, this vaccine is going against our laws, okay? But 2/3 of Jake, ain't hearing it, man. Okay, there's going to be a lot of Israelites that are going to get that vaccine because they believe in what Esau tell them, okay? But they're saying that if you don't get the vaccine, okay, you won't be able to travel, and that's going to trickle down to the bus station. The BART, all right, you won't be able to, partake in school. So your children, if they don't get the vaccine, they won't be able to go to school, or you won't be able to finish out your college studies. All right. And also they said these different stores. All right. So you won't be able to work or even go into a grocery store unless you have proof that you have taken the vaccine. So I want to get a quick precept and jump back to the video because there's still some information on there. This is Psalms of Salakia. Let me get I believe it's Jeremiah 10. No, it's I believe it's Isaiah 10. Yep, Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So that's Esau, man. All right. Saying, all these draconian laws. All right. Saying that, pretty much if you don't have the vaccine, they're pretty much saying it's mandatory. Okay. If not, you won't be able to do this. You won't be able to do that. All right. How are you going to function in society, and move around if you don't have the vaccine? Okay. So they're pretty much saying that it's mandatory. All right. It says, woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, woe meaning destruction, because these Edomites what they're doing is wicked. All right, because first and foremost, this pandemic of the Crown Royal pandemic, okay. All right, this whole thing is fake. All right, they're telling you that you need to get a vaccine for a make-believe virus, okay. Really, they have ulterior motives. OK, they really want you to get the vaccine to inoculate you, to get you ready for the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, so you can be a perpetual slave unto the elites. All right. So it's not about, a disease, which is not even deadly. OK, this is about, Esau getting control. All right. And we're going to see, in the near future, we're going to see Esau slowly usher in martial law right before our eyes, which they're already doing it. Okay. So it says, woe unto them, because the Lord is not going to allow Esau to succeed. All right. Let me get another precept, Revelation 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, so Esau, he's coming. All right, he's coming. All right. Those that are refusing to get the vaccine, Esau is already putting it out there. All right, and with the help of these Babylonians, all right, and the rest of the mindless, sheep that are led to the slaughter. All right, with the help of them, all right, those people that are against the vaccines, all right, they're being looked at as evil. Okay, you say you're against the vaccine, they're gonna look at you like you got three heads. Okay, they're gonna look at you crazy, and eventually they're gonna want to lock you up. All right, they're gonna say you a bioterrorist. Okay, and Esau already said they don't care anything about your religion. They don't care anything of what excuse. They saying no matter what, you're going to have to get the vaccine. All right. And this is a precursor to them forcing the mark of the beast. OK, so it says, for the devils come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And the elites, they know that they have a short time. All right. They know that Yahweh Shai is on his way. There's more and more chariot sightings. All right. They can see the Israelites waking up to who they truly are. OK, they see our people waking up. More and more camps is popping up. All right. So great fear is upon them. So now they got to move. All right. They got to strike while the iron's hot, so to speak, because it's the right setup for them to push that new world order. OK, and we want you elites to push it. All right. We want you elites ultimately to push that ship so Yahweh Shai can return and destroy you, man. Now, going back to the video.
Essential workers will likely be required to get the vaccine, but the pushback against forcing people to take vaccines could be fierce. According to a recent study, half of Americans say they aren't willing to take an FDA-backed vaccine.
There are going to be many lawsuits from people saying, I don't want to take that vaccine, but it might be very difficult for them to prevail on these lawsuits.
All right, that's another point. They said the pushback is going to be fierce. All right. But the elites, all right, the top government, they're already anticipating that. They already know. All right. They already know there's going to be uprising against the governments. OK, they already know there's going to be people that are going to be rebellious. All right, and that's why they got the military that's going to administer it. Okay, why do you think the military is going to administer it? All right, because it's martial law, and the military they're trained to deal, all right, with people that's going to rebel, man. All right, so they already know there's going to be backlash. All right, so there's going to be a lot of death. That's the time that we're entering into. All right, the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, going back to Revelations 12, just to read that last part. For the devils come down unto you having great wrath. And this is part of Esau's wrath. We're going to see Esau's wrath. All right, which really on a higher scale, this is the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai coming down upon the earth using Esau. All right, and mainly to punish you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans that are rebellious towards the Lord. Okay, Esau gonna come down. It says because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right, let me get another precept. This is Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right. So we know that Jacob's name was later changed to Israel. All right. So this is going to be a time of trouble, Jacob's trouble. All right. But he shall be saved out of it, meaning a remnant of Israel is going to be saved out of these times that we're entering into. Okay. A small remnant. Those that put their faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Because it's going to get to a point, man. All right. You ain't going to be able to do anything, buy groceries or anything. All right. But the Lord said that the elect is going to be saved. So in that day, the men of the Lord, the 1/3, are going to put their trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, and the elect is going to be good. Okay. So yeah, there's going to be uproars, uprising. All right. Matter of fact, I want to get another precept before we go back to the video. Because they said that you won't be able to get on these airplanes and travel. You won't be able to go to the next cities. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right, so that's the times we're entering into. Okay, people have lost hope in the government. All right, and the people that do have hope in the government, they just gonna get vaccinated. And ultimately, they're going to get the mark of the beast and be destroyed in the nuclear destruction. All right. But you have other people that don't want to get vaccinated. All right. And these people are going to start forming militias and uprising against the military. So there's going to be outright martial law. All right. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Okay. And we're entering in Jacob's trouble. The houses shall be destroyed. So all these houses are going to be destroyed. All right. Esau, he's going to show up to all the neighborhoods where Jake is at. All right. And if anybody don't got the vaccine, they're going to be taken out of their houses. All right. And not only that, there's already millions of people that are, on the list to get evicted. OK, millions of Americans. All right. Even Edomites that had good jobs. All right. On the list to get evicted. OK, and, the regular police and the regular sheriff can't evict that many people. So it's going to come a point in time where the military is going to start performing a job of these regular, police officers. The military is going to perform the jobs of the sheriff. All right. They're going to be casting people out of their homes, man. All right. By force. All right. And if anybody, disagrees, Esau, he's going to be shooting to kill, man. All right. So it says, I'm going to continue to read. It says, the house is destroyed and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but he shall destroy their houses with the sword. Yeah, people is going to start uprising, man. All right, they said that it's going to be a fierce, pushback when they start, pretty much make it mandatory, these vaccines. All right. And then on top of that, all right, when people they're going to start losing privileges. All right, because they don't have the vaccine. You won't be able to travel. You won't be able to go to school. You won't be able to go to the grocery store. You won't be able to work. All right, things is going to get extremely uncomfortable, which is going to cause people to go off the deep end and take matters in their own hand. All right, and they're going to be going after the, other people too. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. All right, the modern day sword is going into the gun, but they also going to have swords and any other various of weapons, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Yeah, the Lord is going to send a great famine. Okay, so how about that? You know, there's going to be a shortage of food. So even people that get the vaccination is still going to be, scrambling just to get, a piece of bread. All right. So how much more people that are fighting, uprising against the government? There's literally going to be no food. So they're going to take it in their own hands. All right. They're going to be going into, these richer Edomite homes. All right. And spoiling, for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. So this is where this is all leading up to, man. Everything. All right. And let alone, America's already on its way to collapse. All these jobs are still closing down. All right. The second shutdown, all right, is going to do a number on America as far as economic wise. Here, I'm going to play the video.
There's also talk of an app on your cell phone that'll function a bit like a COVID passport. It'll have details of your inoculation as well as details of the travel restrictions in place in the country you're heading to. There's a lot of new stuff to get used to. Michael?
Yep, and they're talking about an app, which that's a precursor to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, okay? Because the RFID chip, all right, is going to be the wallet to the digital currency, and you can't buy or sell without that chip, okay? So how are you going to be able to access your digital wallet? Is going to be through an app, okay? And your app is also going to say if you got vaccinated, and it's going to have your information on it, your ID, your passport, okay? So now they're talking about the vaccine. Once they force this vaccine on people, all right, you're going to have to show them proof that you got it via an app. Okay, now this is going to lead to them making the chip mandatory. Okay, this app is a precursor. All right, so I'm gonna get another precept. So hey man, we're entering into that time, man. This is Revelation chapter 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. When you go into the interlinear, that word mark is going into charagma, a thing carved. All right, so that chip is going to be carved in the right hand or in the forehead. That's what Esau is going to make mandatory. All right, right after this vaccine. All right, that's why he's getting the people ready for it. Okay, and when you go, let me see, get the root word for the word charagma. The root word is korax, which means a pail or a stake or a palisade. That's what they're going to use to put the chip in you. All right, to pierce your skin. All right, is going to be that pail, which is going to have the chip in it. Okay, now the chip is going to hold your information. All right, it's going to have all your data, and you're going to be able to access that data via the app. Okay, that they're talking about right now. All right, it says to write with reference to the form. This is the root word of the word korax. Now, when you go down, the main point is to write to one by writing, to give information. Let me see, to commit to writing, things not to be forgotten, write down, record. Okay, so that's the word right there, record. The chip is going to have a record, okay, of all your information, just like they're saying right here. So the vaccine is a precursor, all right, to how they want to run the New World Order. Okay, just like you won't be able to do this and that without the vaccine and without proof of it. The next step is the chip, and you won't be able to do this or that unless you have the chip in your hand, man. Okay, so we're right here. All right, we're entering into the hour of temptation, man.
There's also talk of an app on your cell phone that'll function a bit like a COVID passport. It'll have details of your inoculation as well as details of the travel restrictions in place in the country you're heading to. There's a lot of new stuff to get used to. Mike?
Yep, the New World Order. All right. But the Lord ain't going to allow Esau to get the elect. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. So this hour of temptation is going to come upon all the world. Okay. Where the Esau eventually is going to make the chip mandatory. All right. That's going to be the hour of temptation, because you ain't going to be able to buy or sell or function. You're going to be outcasted in this society, man, if you don't have it. All right. But yet the Lord is still going to preserve his elect. All right. That's the thing that we have to remember. The elect is going to be preserved. So in order to be preserved, the Lord is going to provide the necessary things in order for the elect to survive. OK, the necessities. All right. And when you read the scriptures, it tell you that the elect is actually going to have an abundance or more than what they actually need. And of course, the elect is going to be tried. All right. And put through tests. All right. But it's all about, trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai and having faith in the Lord. All right. Just like Job did. And then the Lord is going to, reward the elect. All right. Ultimately with that salvation to be delivered up into those chariots. So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So the elect is going to be kept back, from that chip. All right. Because these people that take the mark of the beast, that take the Maxination, they're going to put all their trust in Esau. All right. The devil. But the elect is going to lean upon Yahweh Shema Shai for the want of all things. And the Lord is going to be able to provide that and much more. All right. So I want to get a last precept and then close it out. Job 20 and 22. All right. Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. So in the fullness of his sufficiency. So when Esau, thinks that he got the whole majority of the world, maxinated and ultimately, chipped with a microchip. Okay. So when he thinks that he's about to win, it says in the fullness of his efficiency, he shall be in straits. He's going to be in a position of difficulty. All right. Because there's going to be a lot of people already going to be, uprising against him. OK. And ultimately, the prophets, this word is putting Esau in a position of difficulty right now. All right. This truth. All right. Because the men of the Lord is a thorn in these elites' side. So it says every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. And when you go into the interlinear of the word wicked, it goes into that word amal, which means laborer. OK. So it says Salakia. So it says when he is about to fill, when in the fullness of his efficiency, he shall be in straits, meaning a position of difficulty. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. And really, that's every hand of the laborer. All right. So that's going into these other nations, these heathen nations that are going to get their hands on Esau. And ultimately, when it's all said and done, the nation of Israel is going to get their hands on Esau. OK. These other nations are going to shoot their missiles upon America. All right. Once Esau, got that chip mandatory. All right. Because World War III, by then, World War III is going to be. Hey, man, World War III is going to be in full effect. All right. That's why those missiles are going to get let off. Verse 23, when he is about to fill his belly. All right. So Esau, he think that he got his new world order down. OK, the majority of the population got the Maxine, got the chip. All right. He thinks he's good. The Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. And the fury of the Lord's wrath. All right. Is the nuclear missiles. And shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right. So those 200 million warheads, nuclear warheads is going to touch down upon America, man. Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Now, iron weapon is going into the missiles. Verse 25, it is drawn and cometh out of the body. Yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Yeah, that's talking about the nuclear silo. Terrors are upon him. All right, so terrors is upon America, man. All right, but the Lord, through all this, the Lord is going to preserve a remnant through faith and through works. The elect is going to be delivered, man. All right, and the Lord is going to be performing miracles. Okay, the elect is going to have a stable mind because there's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, and then when those missiles go up, Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, is going to show up with the holy angels. All right, and so-called UFOs. And the angels are going to go throughout the four corners to beam up the elect. All right, chiefly here in America, the house of the thief. All right, and the elect is going to get beamed up into those chariots right before those missiles touch down upon America, man. All right, and after that, the elites, they're going to go right into slavery, man. They ain't going to be able to, fulfill their new world order. All right, and right along with these Edomites, these other heathen nations are going to go into slavery too underneath the nation of Israel. All right, so with that being said, man, we're approaching, heavy times. All right, but the Lord, hey, we have to continue to strengthen our faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, continue to do His will to the best of our ability. All right, so with that being said, I want to say, Call Halal Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who also were well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and a ball.